I just want to see Tank fight Shakur Stevens, Devin Haney, all the fights, man. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's Tank, you know, as a world champion first, he should give us those fights. Because those are the fights I want to see. Not taking anything away from the fight with Jake Paul. I know it's going to be a big fight with big money.
Benavidez also dropped a gem. He knows chasing big money fights is smart business, even if it breaks tradition. This isn't about pure skill anymore. It's about danger meeting power in real time. You've got one of the most explosive punchers since Tyson stepping into a spectacle that could turn violent fast. And people mad about $40 million? Be real. Anyone would sign that deal before breakfast.
You know what, as a fight fan, I don't like the fight. But as a coach, I think it's a good move for Tank Davis. I mean, I've seen too many kids go out of this sport with not a cent in their pocket. And I think that if Tank Davis takes advantage of a big payday like that, I think it's a ridiculous fight as far as a fight fan. But as a coach, I understand it. You have to take care of your own.
Abel broke it down with that old school brilliance. Head movement, looping shots, pure Street Fighter instincts. It was wisdom wrapped in violence. He even joked Jake might land one if luck showed up. Classic veteran humor. In the end, Abel praised Tank while side-eyeing the whole spectacle. And he's right. If Tank lands clean, that 50-pound difference won't save Jake. His next post might just be from Dreamland.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m. when you're sleeping in silk pajamas. In other words, when you're hungry, when you're chasing something, the grind comes naturally. But once you're comfortable, that fire can fade. Unless it was never about comfort in the first place.
Tank looks absolutely huge right now. That lightweight build is long gone. He's carrying himself with that signature fight week confidence. Chest up, shoulders broad, and his arms look like he's been training with powerlifters instead of boxers. You can almost feel the impact of those punches just watching him move.
You gotta remember, you need a performance of your life. The whole world will be watching this like that.
Hold on, yeah.
Big stage, record audience, millions watching. For Tank, this is nothing new. But it's not exactly the same either, because he's never had such a treacherous opponent to prepare for.
It's not just bulk, it's smart power. Gervonta's not trying to outlast Jake. He's planning to overpower him. Every pound looks intentional, every punch still sharp. 2 weeks out, the message is clear. Tank's not matching Jake's size. He's turning it into his next knockout moment.
I done beat a lot of stuff. No matter what they try to take away from me, I beat it. I beat it.
Boom! Right.
And I'm still trying to, push forward. When people say legacy, I feel like you gotta picture where I came from. I already done enough.
The mega fight, that dance with destiny, is nearly at hand. And with both superstars in the fine-tuning stage, secrecy is crucial. That's why Davis made sparring the most important element of any camp, off limits to cameras. But his team's visible confidence hints at his readiness.
Hey, you having fun, ain't you?
We're now just 2 weeks away from the Jake Paul vs. Gervonta Davis showdown, and you can feel the shift in the air. Every new training clip, every rumor from sparring, every image coming out of Tank's camp, it's all building up the hype. What started as a matchup is quickly turning into a full-blown storm.
It's not really, it's competitive to the point where it's not really about the skill. It's about the size and the skill. You know what I mean? Because Tank is way smaller than Jake Paul, but we know that if he lands a good shot, it could be over for Tank. But also, in my opinion, Jake Paul is so big that if he lands the right shot, maybe if he lands in the back of the head or in the side of the head, it might be over too.
Right after Benavidez spoke his truth, Abel Sanchez came in with that old school realism. He didn't sugarcoat it. As a fan, he's not into the fight, but as a coach, he says, take the money. And he's right. Abel's not preaching legacy. He's talking longevity. If you're fighting for a living, make sure every punch pays for your future. Interview 8. Boxing history is full of champions with belts but empty wallets. So Tank taking Jake Paul's payday isn't running. It's smart strategy. Abel's coach logic was simple. Jake isn't a real threat. Sure, he's bigger, but Tank's handled bigger challenges before. Cashing in now, playing chess for legacy and security.
You know, like, you're a bigger guy, you can take punches from a smaller guy, you know?
If grandma had a mustache.
That's not really your grandma.
Yeah. If Tank connects with the right hand, he's putting him out.
Yeah.
Just like he did Garcia.
I think that's what a lot of people like are thinking, but
again, it's on the up and up.
Yeah.
That's what I keep saying. No, it's on the up and up. I hope it is.
Michael nailed it. You can't fake fight IQ. Jake's got YouTube power, but Tank's precision is generational. He even joked, Jake's fighting a real champion this time. A polite reminder that boxing isn't a content creator challenge. Then he drops a gem about people fighting bears next, and he's not wrong. The sport's turning into a circus, but Tank's here to remind everyone what real violence feels like. When that left hand lands, it won't feel like views, it'll feel like vengeance.
Gotta have confidence. The crowd, the hype. I don't know what type of person Frank are. I could tell body language, and I would see it. I would see it if he's nervous or anything like that inside the ring. If it do play a big part, I take advantage of it.
People are getting it twisted. Tank's size doesn't mean he's slower. We've seen this before with Terrence Crawford. Everyone said he'd lose speed moving up, yet he came in heavier, sharper, and dominated like it was his true weight. Tank looks ready to follow that same path.
In the street, that's who he was fighting. He was fighting bigger guys than him. He was always a smaller guy. So he knows how to fight those big guys. He knows how to duck up underneath and throw those looping shots because that's who he fought in the street. At least that's my opinion anyway. He's always been the little guy, and I'm sure that in the streets he wasn't a choir boy. I'm sure that he had his moments, and everybody was bigger than him. So he knows how to take care of himself. I don't think Jake Paul is a threat to him.
Right after Abel's dose of realism, Michael Jai White steps in like the cool philosopher of fight culture. He's eyeing the betting odds. Jake at plus 136, Tank at 175, and calmly says, yeah, Tank's the guy. No shock, no hype, just facts. Because really, this isn't size versus skill anymore. It's TikTok strength up against world-class timing.
But the fact that Gervonta, I believe he spars people that are much heavier than him. And, man, that upper.
Well, who do you got?
I would have to bet on Gervonta because for all the little things, all that, and the fact that he's not old. Yeah. I think he makes up for the weight situation. I don't know if a guy that size is going to be fast enough to catch Gervonta clean.
True.
Yeah.
But Gervonta might catch him.
Oh, he is going to catch him.
Just when Michael Jai White's take seemed like the wildest moment of the week, boxing went full Hollywood. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2. Like, really? A 2026 rematch, probably streaming on Netflix. Floyd's nearing 50, Manny's retired more times than Tom Brady, and yet here we go again. It's crazy, but iconic. The sport needed a spark, and who better to deliver it than two legends who built an era? Nostalgia, money, and a ready-made storyline? Netflix couldn't script it better.
There's the announcement, apparently in serious talks, sometime in 2026 on Netflix, Mayweather Pacquiao 2. And what Cobb said there, I agree with a lot of it. Number one, I agree that this, regardless of the skill level, regardless of the time out of the ring, regardless of all of that, this would still be a very sought after.
This fight isn't really about who wins. It's about who still belongs under the lights after all these years. And let's be honest, we're all watching. It's nostalgia mixed with legacy and $1 billion production budget. Sure, they're older now, but you'd still tune in just to see who ages better, the businessman or the senator. Floyd might still dodge punches like he dodges taxes, and Manny might throw combos fast enough to relaunch his political career mid-fight. Jokes aside, it's poetic. Two legends too proud to fade away, stepping back into the spotlight one last time. The final chapter no one asked for, but everyone secretly wanted.
I don't want to lose. I hate losing. I know Tank hate losing. Lamont damn sure don't want to lose, so it's going to make for a good fight, man.
Just as everyone's hyped about Tank's monster training camp, David Benavidez steps in with that calm, heavyweight wisdom. He says he's happy Tank's getting paid, but wants to see him face real threats like Shakur and Haney. And he's right. Fans have been craving those true legacy fights. The kind that feel like long-awaited final chapters.
If it wasn't Gervonta Davis, it was somebody else in that weight category.
It'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. But Gervonta, I mean, technique-wise and heart-wise, that makes it interesting. Again, kudos goes to Jake Paul because it kind of worked its way up, even though the guy is so much smaller.
So yeah, it's official. Serious talks are happening for Mayweather vs. Pacquiao 2 on Netflix in 2026. And honestly, I agree with what was said. No matter how long they've been out of the ring or how much their skills have faded, this fight would still draw massive attention. Fans would tune in, no question.
The 46-year-old Manny came out of retirement after 3 years and went toe-to-toe and arguably beat Mario Barrios. Let's be honest. That's probably more of an indictment on the sport than this fight would ever be, but you're still going to get that feel of like, oh man, here come the novelty act fights. All right, this is what we're doing. I don't necessarily feel that way. You're going to get that feel with a lot of the hardcore boxing fans, but just like a Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, just like a Gervonta Tank Davis, Jake Paul, just like a Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul, you're going to get more of an attention outside of your hardcore fan base from casual audiences to watch a fight like this. For you're talking about pound for pound, number 1, number 2 greatest all time in those weight divisions. I mean, you can argue for the heavier guy. I'm just saying these are 2 of the greatest, and if they want to do it, even in their old age, I wouldn't recommend it. But then again, Manny just fought a world championship fight and looked okay compared to what he was in there with. So I don't mind it. I will watch this. I will break it down. I will